What is going on YouTube? It's your boy NW2 back with another banger video, another banger reaction video that is. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to a female YouTuber who goes by the name of Car Coast Reports. I recently seen a video like a couple days ago, and I just want to do like a quick reaction video to this just to show you guys again about her video, about the stuff she had to talk about. And just giving a quick shout out to, man, shout out to Car Coast Reports. Keep doing great. Yeah, let's get into this info. Honestly, before we start this video as well, the topic of this video is basically that in 2026 the government is bringing up a law to add kill switches to all new cars in 2026. How do y'all feel about that? That actually sounds crazy in my opinion. I feel that like if this was actually real, I think this would be very like alarming, because like they're not that many good cops out there, in my opinion. And we all seen that too. We all heard crazy stories as well. But like some cops abuse their power, right? And like say if like you're just driving and the cop just wants to mess with you, or say like, in my opinion, right, say if you're like a black person, right, and the cops just see you in a nice car, and they usually what they do is racially profile you. That happens to me quite often in this Durango that I'm in, which is kind of shitty in my opinion, excuse my French, but that's today's society that we live in, unfortunately. But say a cop wants to like mess with somebody, right, well, mess with a person of color, and they can just turn your car off and mess with you while you're just driving. Like, even if you're like doing the speed limit and just like taking your time, they can just pull you over or just stop your car out of nowhere and mess with you, right? And that's kind of alarming in my opinion, right? They could do like anything. They can abuse their power with that, just turning off your car. But also I do see the good in it as well, because there are a lot of people who drunk drive as well, who like been driving crazy out in this society. And you see a lot of stories where like for one, like an athlete who was drunk driving and crashed into a girl who was unfortunately ended her life, and that's very unfortunate and very sad. So maybe like this could also help as well, but I really don't know. Let's just watch this video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and give me a feedback in the comments, see how you feel about it. Let's go find it real quick. Here we go.
Are you aware of the new legislation that mandates kill switches in all cars starting in 2026? Yeah, it was snuck inside a recently passed $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, and is a proposal to have a lockout device to be installed in all new cars. This is no joke, and has already passed Congress and the House. So that means it's in play, it's the law, until something changes that. A quote from Law Enforcement Today commented that the infrastructure bill includes drunk driving kill switch in all cars, and some worry that government will abuse it. Drunk driving appears...
Like I just said, I think the government or the police might abuse their power and like just mess with people and like turning off their cars. Now, I have seen this video before, don't get me wrong, but I just want to watch it again. I haven't fully finished this video as well, so we're still kind of watching this together as well. So
to be a cover for what can occur, the possibility for abuse is clearly something which bears watching. This could also give access to outsiders with spyware and hackers. Once you open up access to the electronics, it can be misused by the government, preventing you from driving during lockdowns and national health emergencies, and opens up access to criminals with bad intentions, as computer hackers could seize control of these vehicles. And this is a huge safety concern. And finally, elected officials are realizing this is a more serious issue than they thought when they passed the bill. Now take a closer look at this infrastructure bill they jammed through. Section 24.220. This mandates installation of equipment to listen to in-car noises and conversation, yes, monitor your eyes, and kill switches to automatically turn off your car. It states all new cars in the United States will be required to install this kill switch by 2026. This section was passed allegedly to stop drunk drivers, but the law is very broad, and the concern is that it may lead to the government abuse of privacy, yeah, your privacy, especially as the government wants more and more control over your car.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. For them to hear your conversation in the car and to turn it off too, like what is the world coming to? Like it sounds like a dictatorship almost. They sound like they're just controlling you and whatever you want to do. Like, isn't like, don't you have the freedom to drive anywhere or to say anything in your car? Like, isn't America built up of freedom of speech? So this is kind of like wild in itself.
We've seen this in other areas of our lives too, and now it's in your vehicle. This would mean that any system that would require vehicles to be connected to the wireless networks, which isn't much of a stretch because we already have Wi-Fi in our cars, and since a majority of new vehicles, virtually all electric vehicles, come with Wi-Fi capability and automatic updates, General Motors was one of the leading car manufacturers to include in-car internet connectivity over 10 years ago through its OnStar system. Last November, former U.S. Representative Bob Barr of Georgia warned that such devices are a privacy disaster in the making, while further warning the law is disturbingly short on details. Law Enforcement Today published a piece on kill switches last year, which included this quote, "What we do know is that the safety device must passively monitor the performance of a driver of a motor vehicle to accurately identify whether that driver may be impaired. Everything about this mandatory measure should set off red flags," close quote. Such a law has possible chilling consequences if taken to theoretical extremes.
Like, what happens if, like, say, like, the kill switch malfunction, right, and you're driving in traffic, and it just, like, tries to stop your car out of nowhere? I don't think this is a good idea.
Why do you think the bureaucracy is pushing such a thing as a smart grid? Once again, that would allow the federal government to control what Americans set their thermostat at, how many hours per day you could run an air conditioner, and the distance you can drive as well. No, I'm not wearing a tinfoil hat, and many of these controls are already in place, and we live with them every day, but how many do you actually want? We have covered automotive kill switches in the past, and you can check that out up here. But if you dig deeper, you'll find even more details. Nobody can argue that drunk drivers are an issue with road safety and everyone's safety. However, the latest proposal by the Biden administration raises some serious questions. From a police perspective, having the ability to shut down another driver's car, either operated by a drunk driver or a stolen car, could prove to be advantageous for everyone's safety. The elimination of dangerous police pursuits is a goal that all police officers would embrace in order to reduce the danger to the public as well as to officers themselves.
Now, I understand that, though. That is a good point to, like, stop, like, police chases, because although I do post police chases on my videos, on my channel, go check it out, just for car content, I still promote and still advocate by do not run from the police, because it's never a good outcome. So people who are watching this video right now, I'm going to reiterate from what I said in the past. Stop running from the police. If they pull you over, just stop, because if you keep going, it's just going to make it worse for yourself. Either going to end somebody's life, unfortunately, or end up in jail. Like, either way, it's just going to be bad. Like, barely see people get away, but they will still catch you because they have your license plate. So it's a lose-lose situation regardless. Just want to add that in there.
One problem identified is the fact that the proposed kill switches is an open system, or at least one with a back door, meaning that authorized or unauthorized third parties can remotely access the system for data at any time, like insurance companies, or the government, or the car manufacturers. And that, of course, begs the question, who exactly will have access to your car's kill switch? Hackers, police department, Department of Justice, the IRS? Lawyers wonder if a warrant would be required in order to activate your car's system and shut it down. In all vehicles built after 2026, drivers will no longer have the sole choice as to whether or not a car may be driven. And instead, that decision will be, at least in part, put into the hands of the algorithm over which the car's owner or driver have neither knowledge nor control. While such technology...
Moral of the story is, don't buy a car in 2026. Buy 2025 and before.
Clearly presents some advantages, as mentioned, parking drunk drivers and eliminating police pursuits. There are plenty of scenarios you can imagine a safety perspective for you and your teenage drivers or your elderly drivers and friends that could make you very concerned. Perhaps the interlock device is noble, but it is much too easy to abuse, and hackers will simply pretty much darn take advantage of it. And this is a bad idea, especially if it decides to make a decision based on the algorithm rather than the factors that are actually in play.
Like, what if you're driving in the nighttime, right? And you have a 2026 car and robbers or hackers are following you and they just turn your car off. Like, that's another red flag, right? So I really don't see, like, the cons are outweighing the pros of the situation, in my opinion.
Someone is speeding over the limit. This is already in place in the UK. I was just
My
there
bad,
and
my bad.
witnessed it
My camera
myself.
had just turned
No,
off
I didn't
next
get
to
pulled over, but you could see all the notifications that were coming up on the Waze app that they were basing your average speed, and they just send you a ticket. They take away your driver's license, and there's no way to get it back if you get caught speeding 3 times. They are tracking every move to keep us in line. And it is unknown how much it will cost new car buyers to pay for this additional new technology.
This does not sound cool.
By the
This does not sound
manufacturer,
good.
because they're not going to cover it. You're going to pay for it. The kill switch is coming, and there's nothing you can do. And some of these systems are already in current vehicles. And the only way to undo this law is to defund and remove this current clause. Now is the time to speak up and tell your elected officials, I want this removed. We don't need these controls, and it violates your Fourth Amendment rights. I'm sure you've got some comments. I'd love to hear them. But if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one.
Good, informative
if you have any
video.
comments or questions, I'll be more than happy to get involved in this conversation.
Good, informative video. My bad, my camera kind of messed up a little bit. But yeah, man. This is a crazy situation. It sounded like a dictatorship, in my opinion. It sounded like the government is trying to take over and trying to make this a dictatorship. I don't know if this is like real information. I think I've seen somewhere where somebody said this is false information too as well. But from what I've seen on this video, it sounds pretty true, and it sounds like it might come to reality. I hope not, but yeah, man, that sounds very crazy, man. For them to cut off your car while you're driving and bringing kill switches to like all new cars in 2026, I don't think is a good idea, in my opinion. I stick with my 2021 RT Durango. Go ahead, check it out if you guys new to the channel. I got a 2021 RT Durango, and I'm talking fast, my bad. But we did some things to it. Added the starlights, got a lot of exhaust and stuff. And we had other cars as well on the channel. Go check out all my old banger videos, older car reviews, car shows, car modifications. All them videos are on my channel. Even reaction videos too. Go ahead and check out all my banger videos. But it's your boy NWTube. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification, let you know when I drop new banger videos just like this one. And I don't know what else to say, y'all. We out of here, y'all. Y'all stay blessed.